And it was through Tori. I had never been on a computer before. I'd never learned to use the internet. That I learned how to go on ToriAmos.com, and then I learned to link it over to RAINN. And when I really started reading about that situation, I felt like, as odd as it seemed, that it was exactly where I could make the most difference. That it was an area that needed attention, especially from men. I think most men try to push sexual violence off as a situation that affects only survivors and women. And I thought very strongly that the subject needed some male voices.
Yeah, strong men letting other men know.
Yeah, exactly.
What it can. But it's more than just creating awareness. I mean, you're doing the hotline. You took the training.
Yeah.
And it's anonymous. People don't know they're talking to you, right?
Right.
But you're getting responses and you're helping people out. What is that experience like?
It's amazing, and it's amazingly humble. I don't want to sound like a tough guy, but I had not cried over a non-death subject in probably 20 years until I started on the hotline. And then I would get a message from RAINN about someone who had contacted them, and they would have my code name and say that they were, planning on killing themselves until they spent an hour or two with me. And I get this news, and sometimes, I just break down, because it's very humbling to think that you can have that direct an effect on somebody. And one of the things I hope to do, not because I'm a wrestler, but because I'm an adult with children, is let other people know that it's very tough work. It's demanding. It takes an emotional toll, but it's not impossible. And if I could do it as somebody who could barely use a computer, then there are other people out there who can do it as well, with their main qualification being they're the parent that these young people should be talking to but can't. And so I hope to encourage other people to volunteer, and also hope to encourage conversations within the family so that parents can let their children know that they can talk to them about anything, that their love is unconditional, including the worst times of their lives.
You're in that moment, though, and you realize that it's on the other side of that interaction, the communication, is a human being who is at the end of their rope.
Yeah.
How do you feel the pressure? How do you battle that? Because in your head, you're like, what they're going through is more important than what you're going through, but you have to be, you're the contact.
Right.
What's that like?
I went in 1 week from having a conversation with the people at RAINN who said, yeah, it's amazing how you can put in a lot of, because I was putting in a lot of hours, and I was doing it early in the morning, 12 a.m. to 3 or 4 a.m. at a time when it was most needed. And they said, you have the ability to kind of disconnect from it so it doesn't disrupt your daily life. And then within a week, I had 3 or 4 really, really strong, visits, as we call them, things that really knocked me down. Reminded me of the movie The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg, where he's losing that entire fight, and then all of a sudden that one kidney shot comes in and it just drops the guy to his knees. So I felt kind of like a fighter who could deflect anything that came my way, and then once in a while one of these conversations comes that would just drop me to my knees.